With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
The electric resistance of a certain wire of iron is R. So the resistance of a wire, they have given it as R. If they are saying that if its length and radius are both doubled, so length as well as radius of that wire are doubled, then what happens to, you have given me the 4 options. In these 4 options, you see to it, they are talking about the resistance and the specific resistance. So you have to see to the resistance as well as specific resistance. So what happens to the resistance and specific resistance, you have to see to it. Now the formula for resistance during this condition will be R is equal to rho L by A, where rho is the resistivity of the wire, L is the length of the wire, A is the area of cross section of the wire. So when you see to these terms in this expression, you can see that rho, resistivity, remains unchanged. It is a constant for that particular material of the wire. It does not depend either on length, radius or mass, anything like that. It only depends on the material. It does not depend on the geometry of the material. More specifically, you can talk that as it does not depend on the geometry. So it only depends on one thing, that is the material of the wire. So that particular wire, if it is made of iron, if you are changing the material of the wire, then the resistivity changes, or else the resistivity will not change. Now the same wire, they are changing the length and radius. No, so rho will not change, rho remains constant. So seeing to these, you can write it as R will be proportional to L and A. Correct? And A is what? Area of cross section. Area of cross section, you can write it as pi r square, where pi is once again a constant, and so you can write it as R is proportional to L by r square, where r is the radius. Now what they are saying in the question, they are saying that the length and radius both are doubled. Correct? So you can say it as length L1. We shall write all the values here. So length L1 will be L. L2, after you change the length, it becomes 2L. Similarly, R1, if you are taking it as R, then R2 will be equal to 2R. So substituting all these values now, the resistances both before and after we shall write it, and we shall substitute it so that you will get it as R1 is the first case, R2 is the second case. It will be equal to L1 by R1 square into R2 square by L2. So now in this we will substitute it once again. Okay, we will substitute all the values here. You will get it as L1 by R1 square divided by L2 by R2 square. You write it now, so that we are writing it like this. Now in this, L1 is what? L1 is L. R1 is R. Into R2 is 2R. So here you will write it as R square. 2R means it is 4R square divided by 2L. So this, on simplification, you will get R1 and R2 relation as R1 by R2 is equal to half. Correct? R1 by R2 will be equal to, or you can write it as R1 by R2. See here, you can cancel 2 gets cancelled, L R square, everything gets cancelled. R1 by R2 is equal to 2. So R2 will be equal to R1 by 2. So the new resistance R2 will be half of the first resistance R1. So you can see that in the choices now. Now the resistance will be halved. Correct? No, the first resistance was R1, the second resistance was R1 by 2. So the resistance is halved. Resistance is halved and the specific resistance will remain unchanged. So option B will be the right answer.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.